For a few years, I prayed some pretty intense and intentional prayers. And one particular year, I prayed the same prayer every single day for almost a year. And the last line of that prayer that I prayed, I prayed this. I said, God, would you help me to dream big dreams, take great risks, and be wowed by you? Would you help me to dream big dreams, take great risks, and be wowed by you? And so what I want to do this morning, just for the next couple of minutes, is I want to talk to you about being wowed by God. I want to talk to you about experiencing the wow. Here's the thing, God. I think that God is wowing us constantly, every day, all day. But I believe that many people miss the wow because we just don't pay attention. For lots of reasons. Maybe we get too busy. Maybe we get too distracted. But somewhere along the way, maybe the majestic things of God just become mundane to us. Many years ago, I had a desire, a dream to climb all of the 14,000-foot peaks in Colorado, which is kind of a crazy dream because I grew up in the southeast side of Houston, over close to Pearland and Clear Lake. But I had this dream. My wife works for an airline. I can fly for free. I thought, okay, I'm going to climb all these peaks. And so the first couple of years, I climbed like 4 or 5 of them. I say climbed. I mean, like I just walked up the mountains. It was pretty easy. But we just went up the mountains. And I had this dream, but I really haven't climbed many since then. But I was obsessed with it. And every time I would get on the internet, my landing page, the homepage that my browser would open up to was this thing called 14ers.com. It still exists. About this time every year, people would get on that forum and they would start asking about the peaks. They would say, hey, is such and such peak accessible yet? Has the snow melted off? Can you get to it? And I remember one particular year, somebody asked about a peak called Buffalo Peak. Overlooks a lake called Lake Dillon. Maybe you've seen it. It's right outside of Breckenridge, Frisco, Copper Mountain area. And I've climbed it, but someone asked, like, say, hey, is that snow-free yet? And I'll never forget that somebody answered that question. They said, you know, I can see Buffalo Peak from my kitchen window. I can look out my kitchen window and I can see Buffalo Peak. But I'm ashamed to say that I haven't looked at it in weeks. I haven't paid attention to it. I haven't even noticed it. And as somebody who loves the mountains and as somebody who is dreaming about going to the mountains and getting out of the heat and humidity, living in Houston, I thought, how in the world can you live in such a majestic place, such an extraordinary place, such an incredible place, and reduce it to the mundane, ordinary, and routine? Like, how can you miss the wow of God that you live in every single day? But it happens.